Hello, hello, test, test. All right, there we go. We're good. We're solid. What up, what up? Hell yeah. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Hello, test, test. All right, there we go. We're good. We're solid. What up, what up? All right. Good to go. All right, so today I want to touch on cover ups. And let's talk about cover ups, right? So over the weekend, last week, I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I have a client that I've been tattooing the last couple of years out there. And the first time he reached out, he had mentioned, well, actually, it wasn't the first time I reached out. The first time I tattooed him during that session, he had brought up this tribal that he had on his arm that he wanted to cover up. And I've learned that if I don't think I can do it, don't even try to do it, right? Because there's been many times where I thought, I think I could do it. No, do not. If you're not at least 75% confident you can do it, don't even fucking try, right? Tribal, especially tribal. So this shit was dark, super dark. I told him, bro, there's no way I can cover this. You need to do laser removal. He brought it up again, like, well, I mean, what if you can't do anything? No, I'm not even going to try to come up with something because your tribal is super busy and intricate and it's dark as fuck. So do a few sessions of removal to at least lighten it, and then we can go from there. So meanwhile, the following couple years, I tattooed him, and he's getting laser removal sessions done here and there. He ended up getting, I want to say three sessions. Now, this tattoo was already over 10 years old. So the older the tattoo is, my rule of thumb is if it's older than 10 years, it's going to be a lot easier to blast over it, right? Anything younger than that, I'm kind of like already hesitant, unless I can create something that camouflages more than trying to cover it, using the shape and the tattoo and try to figure out what else does it look like. I'll squint and I'll look at it like, this kind of looks like this. So I'm going to try to create something along those lines to use the shape you already have. So instead of stressing out and just hoping that I can cover this, I'm going to use the shape to my advantage. At this point, too, the client has no room for negotiation on what you do. If their idea or the thing they want you think will work, cool, incorporate it. If you don't see it working, be like, you know what, it's not going to work. Your idea, no. This will work. This could work better than what you're talking about. If they're adamant and they're persistent, like, nah, I just really want to do this. Can we just try to do? You know what? I'm not gonna do your cover up. I can't do it. Maybe you can find someone else to do it, but I am not the one. So stand your ground. Do not do something that you're not mostly confident you can do. A cover up is not gonna look the best that it could anyway because it's already a cover up. You're already fixing their mistake. So, with that being said, back to the story. He's 3 laser sessions in. He doesn't want to do any more. They fucking hurt. The first one was easy because the laser wasn't intense. Like, I guess there's like a dial of intensity that they can adjust. So the first one was easy. The healing sucks, but the first one was easy. It was bearable. The second and the third one, he said, were painful as hell. They were quick. He said there were 10-minute sessions, 10-minute removal sessions, but every second of those 10 minutes was brutal, is what he said. I don't have any removal, so I can't speak on experience. I do want to get removal at some point, but I'm not there. I'm not super in a hurry to do that. But so this past week was finally the day. His arm was healed up from the laser removal. He was very open to my interpretation of what he wanted. So there was only a few things that I think could have worked. I told him we got to do something that's close up, that's not a crazy amount of detail in small areas. We want something that we can kind of use this shape with, like kind of camouflage it, like I was saying. In this situation, all the stars and all the planets were aligned because everything about this, well, I'd say 75, 80% of the direction and the shape of this tribal fell into place. Let me rephrase that, or reword that. My stencil, my imagery, everything, when I put it on, it all fell into place and flowed with the tribal, the old tribal. Even though it was light, I mean, it wasn't even that light, but it was light enough to where I could blast something cool over it. We ended up going with Hermes. He liked Hermes, the Greek god. He said he's a prankster, so he wanted, Hermes was known to be the prankster, the god, the whatever it is. So I was like, okay, we're not gonna do his body. We're gonna blow his head up. It's gonna be a big old head with one wing coming off of his head, and then his little staff, his caduce staff, which is two snakes wrapping around, going like that, and then wings coming off the side. I haven't put any detail. This session was basically just black blocking, meaning I didn't have anything else out besides black, straight black. I told him my focus for this session is just to black out the blacks, really focus on getting the shape and foundation down. So we spent like 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track, to be honest. I was really focused on trying to do this and pull it off. So if you're on my Instagram, go check it out. I am Elvis Tattoo. I posted a picture of the tribal as well as the first session finished. This session definitely just put the last nail or nailed this coffin in my mind, because you still see the tribal, but you can see the foundation that I put down, which is super important because now I can just chip away little by little, one session at a time, to finish up this cover up. And it's not even really a cover up, it's a camouflage. And the reason I was saying, another reason why I was saying that the stars were aligning is that the tone that the tribal was now, it's no longer straight black. It's like a few shades lighter. So a lot of the shade, I was doing minimal shading. I had one cap out. I lied. I had 2 caps of black and 1 cap of like 80% black and the rest gray wash solution. And when I was building up some shape to kind of feather out some of the black, it was matching the tone of the tribal. So it was pretty much set. It was pretty much set up, like ready to go. So I'm already confident that the next session is just going to be easier. And the next session is going to be easier. Here, I've already, briefed him that this is not going to be we're going to try to get it done as fast as we can type thing. No. This is a cover up. This is something that he wants to get rid of. It's not my work. I'm doing him the favor, basically, to cover this, because not just any artist can do this, and not just any artist is willing to do this. So this is going to be a multiple session piece. First, the foundation is down. I'm excited about it. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. I am Elvis Tattoo. I'll probably post it in the Passion Tattoo Facebook group if I haven't done so already. And I mean, one step at a time. If you're not confident, don't fucking do it. If you're not at least 75% confident, however you want to figure out that percentage, don't do it. Only when you're at that percentage or more. You know, practice visualizing, you know, squint your eyes, look at the tattoo that you're covering or camouflaging and see, what does it kind of look like? What could I turn this part into? Blah, 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 you know? And make it a little easier on yourself. Don't just try to blast something over because you just want to get rid of it or the client wants to get rid of it. No. You don't want this. It's in your skin. I can't remove it and do a new tattoo. I have to work with what you have. So you have to work with what I can do and what I'm willing to do. So I'm stoked for the next session. And I've been using Nico's color set. I don't know if I'm going to use opaque grays. He doesn't want to use the opaque grays, but we will see. I've been using Nico's lining black and his fine lining black. And I think that's what I'm going to be using. I might be using some white for highlights just to separate some things here and there. And then going back in and doing textures with just straight black, like with my liner, to kind of camouflage it even more. Like I said, it's going to be a multiple session piece. It's a full half sleeve. And, you know, we're taking it one session at a time. I'm already confident, though, after this first session, I'm confident it's going to get turned into this Hermes. It's going to be a Hermes tat. It's no longer going to be tribal with Hermes on top. So, yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and talk about this a little bit. I know I've been away for a little while, but, you know, I got some businesses that I'm trying to start up. If you're part of the Passion Tattooers Club, you know, I've been kind of already dabbling and talking about these things. I've been learning affiliate marketing. I just started dabbling in life insurance for the living benefits. I got licensed. My license is being in review by the state, so I can start selling life insurance. And the reason I'm choosing to do this is because once I found out that there's a living benefit, I instantly thought of tattooers. I instantly thought of tattoo artists and how we are fucking idiots. Not all of us, but a lot of us, we don't plan for the future. So I'm just going to run it by you real quick. The living benefits. This specific type of policy, if you were to injure yourself as a tattooer, I'm just going to use tattooers as an example. If you break your arm, you can't tattoo. You can't make income. This policy will pay you not just to pay your bills and to keep you above water, but to maintain your lifestyle. So my policy is going to pay me, I don't want to tell you the exact number, but it's around $10,000 a month based on what I'm putting into this policy. And this is if I break my arm. It's basically a benefit. It's a benefit. I made my own benefits using this. Tattooers don't get benefits. We don't get 401ks. We don't get none of that. You know, we have to go out and figure that out on our own. And I'm figuring it out. If you want information, leave me a comment. Go to the Passion Tattooers Club Instagram page and shoot me a DM, or go to my I Am Elvis Tattoo page and shoot me a DM. There's a lot to learn, and there's a lot gonna be going on. I've been getting reached out. I've had tattooers reach out and are kind of blown away by what I'm doing with this, because they realize too, like, you know, tattooers don't think about this, and I kind of have something here that's gonna help, and I'm excited about it. So anyways, I gotta go dabble in my businesses a little bit. You know, I'm still learning, growing, improving, raising the bar. So